Chapter 3112 opens with Catherine sternly confronting Marco about his behavior, specifically how his affair with Shiloh led to a cascade of problems within the family. Catherine holds Marco directly accountable for Shiloh's death and for the deterioration of his marriage to Erica, his wife. She points out that Marco's infidelity with Shiloh was a catalyst for Erica, involving Shiloh's biological family, who quarreled with her and ultimately contributed to her fatal accident. She insists that the blame lies squarely with Marco, and if he is looking for someone to hold accountable for Shiloh's death, he should look in the mirror. She argues that if Marco had not been unfaithful and reckless, Shiloh's family would not have been summoned, and the entire tragic event could have been avoided. In her view, Marco's selfish actions were the root cause of Shiloh's demise. While he tries to shift the blame to his wife Erica, Catherine sharply cuts through his excuses, explaining that Erica's actions were initiated at their mother's request. It was their mother who asked Erica to contact Shiloh's family, making Marco's attempt to scapegoat his wife even more unjust. Catherine also notes that Marco's love for Shiloh was not an excuse for his actions, emphasizing that although he may have felt close to Shiloh, she was not his biological sister, and his emotional attachment to her could not justify his infidelity. Catherine highlights the hypocrisy of Marco's behavior as he prioritizes his affection for Shiloh over his responsibility to his wife and children. Catherine goes further, accusing Marco of betraying their mother's trust. She reveals that their mother's assistant had taken photos of Marco's meetings with Shiloh, which Erica then used to confront him. Catherine suggests that Marco's arrogance and disregard for discretion allowed these photos to be taken, further worsening the situation. She accuses Shiloh of deliberately exposing the affair to take revenge on their mother, knowing that it would cause her immense pain. Catherine points out that their mother had once favored Shiloh and Marco, and this betrayal struck a particularly deep blow to her. Faced with Catherine's accusations, Marco is left speechless, unable to defend himself. He begins to realize the extent of his errors and the impact of his actions have had on the family. Catherine continues, advising Marco to take responsibility and apologize to their mother, his wife, and even his children, who are now old enough to be affected by his actions. She emphasizes that his behavior has not only shamed him, but also harmed the reputation and emotional well being of his entire family. He admits that his wife, Erica, has asked for a divorce, and this time she is serious. Unlike previous instances where she might have been emotional or dramatic, this time Erica is calm and collected, having already drafted a divorce agreement that is fair and reasonable. She isn't seeking to take advantage of Marco, but insists on receiving everything she is entitled to, indicating her firm resolve to end the marriage. Catherine, after a moment of silence, bluntly tells Marco that he has brought this upon himself. She advises him to sign the divorce papers and let Erica go with dignity, rather than dragging the situation out and making things worse. Catherine sees the divorce as an opportunity for Marco to continue his reckless lifestyle without the constraints of marriage, suggesting that if he truly wants freedom to pursue other women, then divorce is the best course of action. She sarcastically points out that if he desires the kind of life where no one holds him accountable, then divorce will grant him that freedom. However, her tone carries a deep sense of disappointment, as she makes it clear that his failure as a husband and father has led to this point. By the end of the chapter, it's clear that Marco's life is unraveling due to his own decisions. His affair with Shiloh has led to her tragic death. His marriage to Erica is crumbling, and even his standing within the family is precarious. Catherine's harsh but honest words leave no room for Marco to escape the reality of his actions, as he is forced to face the consequences of his betrayal, both to his family and to himself.